Dear viewer, listeners, I hope this letter finds you well, perhaps as curious and eager as I once was, before embarking on a journey that defied the boundaries of time. My name is Alex, and I recently stumbled upon an artifact that thrust me into the heart of history itself. As the mysterious device hummed to life, I found myself standing in the midst of ancient Mesopotamia, a witness to a saga that transcends the ages. The story I encountered was no ordinary tale. It was the extraordinary life of a man named Abraham. In the ancient city of Ur, where the air was thick with the scent of spices and the chatter of market traders, lived a man named Abram. Little did he know that his life was about to take an extraordinary turn. Abram was no stranger to the hustle and bustle of city life, but his heart longed for something more. Little did he anticipate that his desire for meaning and purpose would soon be answered in a way he could never have imagined. One day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the cobblestone streets, Abram found himself alone, gazing at the stars that glittered in the ink-black sky. It was at this moment, in the quiet stillness of the night, that a voice, both gentle and commanding, broke through the silence. At the age of 75, God called Abram, the voice echoed, as if carried by the very winds that swept through the ancient city. Leave your country, your people, and your father's household, and go to the land I will show you. Abram, startled yet strangely unafraid, strained to comprehend the magnitude of this divine command. The voice continued, promising to make him into a great nation, to bless him, and to make his name renowned. In that sacred moment under the stars, Abram felt a stirring within him, an inexplicable sense that he was part of a grander narrative, woven into the fabric of a cosmic design. The call was an invitation to adventure, an invitation to trust in the unseen and to step into the unknown. As the first light of dawn painted the city in hues of gold and amber, Abram faced a choice. He could cling to the familiar comforts of his homeland, or he could embrace the beckoning call of God. In an act of unwavering faith, Abram chose the latter. Gathering his belongings and bidding farewell to the familiar faces of Ur, Abram set out on a journey that would redefine the course of his life. With Sarai, his wife, and Lot, his nephew, by his side, he ventured into the wilderness, guided only by the promise of a land he had never seen. God made a covenant with Abram, promising him numerous descendants and the land of Canaan. Abram believed God, and his faith was credited to him as righteousness. God changed Abram's name to Abraham, meaning father of a multitude, and Sarai's name to Sarah, promising her as the mother of nations. The dusty trails and winding paths became the canvas on which Abram painted the strokes of his faith. Through deserts and over mountains, his trust in the divine promise became a compass, pointing him toward a destination known only to the Creator. After receiving God's call to leave his homeland, Abraham traveled to the land of Canaan with his wife Sarah and his nephew Lot. However, a famine struck the land, prompting Abram to seek sustenance in Egypt. As Abraham and Sarah approached Egypt, Abraham became concerned for his life. Fearing that the Egyptians might kill him to take Sarah, who was renowned for her beauty, he devised a plan. Abram asked Sarai to pose as his sister instead of his wife. Sure enough, when they entered Egypt, the Egyptians saw Sarah's beauty, and word of her attractiveness reached Pharaoh's palace. Pharaoh, impressed by Sarai, took her into his household. As a result, Abraham gained wealth and received gifts from Pharaoh in exchange for Sarai. However, God did not approve of Abraham's deception. Before any harm could come to Sarah, God intervened. Afflicting Pharaoh and his household with plagues, God made it clear that Sarah was actually Abraham's wife. Pharaoh, realizing the truth, confronted Abraham and asked why he had lied. Pharaoh, angered by the deception, allowed Abraham and Sarah to leave Egypt. Abraham left Egypt with his wife, his nephew Lot, and the wealth he had acquired during their time there.